And I miss you all.
Morning, guys. Morning. Yeah, I'm a bit ahead. I've not actually gone live yet. But if you are watching TikTok, head over to YouTube, like, subscribe to the channel. You'll have a chance to win a instant funded account. And then yeah, we're about to get on the charts. Let's get up to it, guys, yeah? Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome. Okay, so TikTok. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to YouTube, like and subscribe to the channel. So my name is Peter Crow. I trade Forex every morning from 8 AM live. Take every trade live. I trade gold, NAS100 and EURUSD. Okay. I'm going to quickly show you our trade we took yesterday, and then we're going to do a top down on gold. My camera's going wonky. What's it doing that? Then we'll do a top down on gold, we'll do a top down on NAS, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So yesterday's trade, we had two trades on. We took one on gold and we took one on NAS. Two on NAS. Okay, so the NAS trade itself is first entry. Well, actually, we had two positions on. We had a buy stop here, and we had a wing back buy from here, so buy limit. Okay. Now, what happened is, if I rewind this back, we got activated on the first entry. So we had $100 risk on each trade. Okay, so we had $100 on the first one and $100 on the second one. What I felt, I knew price had to come up there, but I didn't know whether you're going to drive straight up from here or whether you're going to pull back first. It was one or the other, and unfortunately it took the first one first and then come down. So we got activated here, and then we got stopped there, and then got activated in the second one straight away. Okay, came straight up, take partial moves to break even. So basically the loss on this $100, and this was $100, this was at this point a 3-to-1. Okay, so if you're risking $100 on this, you should have made $300 on this one. So you lost 100 on this, and you should have made 300 on this just to take partial move to break even. Okay, out the whole trade I took was about 360 I took from that trade. Okay, 360 altogether. That's including the $100 loss on the first entry. So technically it would have been 3. So I took partial move to break even. And then, if you watch price what it done, I mean, it through the 9-mind Asian session, but we came up and smashed full TP, so for a total of 343 pips. Okay, so lovely trade what we took yesterday on stream. Now as for the, so we need to add the stream record to 61 now. I'd already done this, the gold one. So we're on 61 wins, 10 break-evens and 16 losses. Okay, then the gold one what we took, look at how gold shifted. So a lot of people were a bit, oh, why are we taking that, why are we taking that? So the reason why we took this is, this was more, believe it or not, experience with gold. I know how gold works, right? I've traded gold for a long time. I know how gold works. So the one had actually broke above this high, okay? But with us creating some support like that, I wasn't convinced that this was the move now to break all the highs. I wasn't convinced, okay? We didn't even break a high here. So why did, we were up here at one point, so why didn't we carry on and come and break the highs? I just wasn't convinced that that was the move. So what I was expecting a straight fake out straight back down. That wasn't as straightforward as that, but I was expecting to come and break these lows before going, okay? This was our take partial move to break even, and our full TP was here. We market executed on this one. Look what price done, straight away, straight down, bang, okay? And then look what happens from there. So that was a full TP hit. That was 300 pips, okay? So it's a fantastic trade. I've put this on the logbook as well. We took 280 from this altogether, okay? And then price just started shifting upwards from there, okay? So lovely trade. And I believe what you're not understanding is our stops were only there. We literally caught a 10-to-1 trade. We had a 6-to-1 trade on NAS. This was a 6-to-1, 6.5-to-1. And I mean, if we were still in the first position, that would have been another 4-to-1, but we didn't, obviously. And then gold, we've just had a 10-to-1, which just reminds me, I need to take a screenshot before. So let me just get this screenshot into the members area. And then we'll do a top down. What was it? 6-to-1, 10-to-1. Nice. Okay, happy with that. So we're going to do a full top down. Let's see how we get on, see what we can grab today. I'm only on till no later than 10 o'clock today, right? Because I've got a ladies football game. I've got a match in Kiel. So we're going to clear our charts. Let me just quickly have a look what we're waiting on. So let's do a top down. See what we can get. So the monthly on gold, massively bullish. Yeah, awful candle. It doesn't really give us much information on gold. Okay, so we can't really. We've got to come down the time frames basically. We've got to come down the time frames. Then the daily close heavily bullish. We've not had any structure formed whatsoever. And then the new weekly's opened up and it's just keeps pushing. It's like a rocket. Okay, daily close heavily bullish. I was hoping to get another bearish candle, but this is what I'm saying. Gold's not running on liquidity. It's running on scarcity and news. That's it. That's what's running on at the moment. So gold's not moving like it normally moves in regards to coming down for liquidity on higher time frames. It's just bumping and bumping and bumping. Yeah. Yes. So daily heavily bullish. We've opened up as well and we've just pushed. 4 hours. God, we can't do anything on these. 3 hour, 2 hour. We haven't even had a bearish close on the 2 or the 1. So this is disgusting. The first bearish close we've had. We haven't even had one on a 5. So that doesn't help us whatsoever. Yeah. Very, very difficult now because we're all, and the way I trade is I use previous data, right? And I used to only trade gold, but when I started going all-time highs, that's when I started introducing other pairs, because I use previous data. But what previous data have we got? Got nothing. Got nothing to go. We don't know where this is pushing to. We don't know when's going to be the point where you drop. We don't know. You know what Forex is like. You know, you'll get in for a buy, expecting to keep driving because that's what's being doing, and it'll drop through the floor, right? So you just can't work off that. What we need, I need on at least a 1 hour time frame. I need some structure formed. So what I mean by that, this is the least we need, right? We need bearish close. That would then create some structure. Yeah, you'd have it's only a minor support. Then ideally you want another one if you can. And then you want a bullish close. And then that now creates you a zone to play with. Now what you can do is you could then wait for a break above, and then bottom wick, buy stops above to come up. Okay, or you can then wait for a close below, a top wick, and then a sell stop underneath to come down. But we can't do anything at the moment. If we get in on anything now, you are literally just guessing. You just gamble. Yeah. So I think I'm going to leave gold today and see if we can get some drop today. Hopefully, this news. Oh, we have got a bit of news tonight. Hopefully, news tonight will bring this back down so we can start trading again. Okay, so we're going to leave NAS as gold. We're going to look at NAS now. We'll do a top down on NAS, and then we'll do a top down on EU. See what's going on there. I think EU, I wanted the weekly close. But we can't be greedy, guys. You know, yesterday we took a 10 to 1 and a 6 to 1. You know, we can't be that greedy. So monthly bullish, we're looking to come up to break the highs. Weekly hasn't closed yet, so I think the range on the weekly for me is this, right? And we haven't closed yet. This is the thing. So we're currently not in that range. The range we're in at the moment, we're still in this range. We're still in this range until we close out. This weekly can pull back and close respecting at any point, or it could flip. We're only on Wednesday today. We've still got 3 days. This weekly, believe it or not, could flip. The issue what we've got to work out, what's going to happen with it is, we had a gap from here to here, and then this candle closed here, and then we had a gap from there to there. So this has really threw off our analysis. So gaps do not help us. Okay, it's absolutely freezing today. Morning, guys. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to YouTube, like and subscribe to the channel. You'll see the charts I'm trading, the money we're making, and also you'll be in with a chance to win a instant funded account once we hit 100 subscribers. All my social medias are brand new. Okay, I used to trade for a company. I was the educator for a company, and then I've just gone on my own and started a new brand. Okay, so they're all brand new. I won't buy followers, I'm not into that. So the channels are low followers, okay? So like and subscribe, and be in a chance to win an instant funded account. A good size as well, not a daft 5k one. So weekly then, this is difficult because now we pushed up but we haven't closed yet, so we're going to have to come down the time frames. But we do have our weekly zone. Okay, so this is also a daily zone. The daily has now broke out, right? The daily's broke out. So in order to take buys on that next daily, what you would have needed is you would have needed a bottom wick tapping previous support. Then you would be looking at buys on the flip of the daily. But we haven't done that. We've literally opened up and just powered up. Okay, so it makes it a bit dangerous now. The only thing what you could potentially do, but it is risky, is take a wing back sell from here. And the only reason is because the weekly hasn't broke out yet. Okay, if you took a sell from here, you're hoping, I mean you are running on hopium, that the daily is then going to flip to the downside. But when we've broke up there on the dailies previously, has that happened? Well, the only time we broke above there is here. That is the only data we've got to go off. And what happens? Well, it takes 1, 2, 3 candles to get up to that area. 3. Okay. We've took 2. And the daily tends to close around this level. So that means if we do take a wing back sell from here, we could see the daily dropping to pull back to here before the new daily candle opens. So that means if we went risk free here, the next daily we're likely to come and break the highs and then flip. Exactly what happened with this one. We'll get rid of this box now. With this one. Okay. So it's whether you want to do that, but also, you know, price could be coming up just to break this high, guys. The weekly could keep pushing. So it's just a very low probable trade, but you could do what we did with gold yesterday, risk a low amount, because the return on it could potentially be back down to this level. Okay, and if you had tight stops, you could potentially look back down to this level, but also you could come up and stop it out. So we could have a look on a lower time frame. We've got a potential wing back area there. Stops would only need to be the high if we were going to do it. We've got no bottom wick on the daily, no top wick on the daily, no bottom wick on this daily. So these reasons to come back down. You can't take buys up. I can't take buys up until the daily comes and retests this level. So I'm not interested in buys at the moment. Forward. Oh, got a gap on the 4. No bottom wick. There's a gap. What's probably going to have to get filled. Let me mark these up. Let's see, there's a range there. There's another range here. We've got 2 hours left of this 4. I probably would take this wing back sell. That's what I'd be like on the stops. A bit of breathing space. Check the 3s. 3 closed above, okay. So the 3 closed above this level. Don't really like the 3s though. We have got a level there on the 2. And we closed above. We didn't tap previous support. Let's go down to the 2. Level on the 2, I would say. Let's get rid of this one. It's the 2 closed. So the 2 broke out. Filled the range. We've not really got a massive range here though. This is just minor support levels. So we could easily reject from here, I think, to come back down. Okay. 1 level here. Let's see what this one has done. So the 1 time frame is one of my main time frames really. If I struggle, I'll just try and find the 1. So did that break above? Did it close respecting? It even broke above that. It even broke above that. I still think we can push further. It's looking like we can push further up before the rejection. Nothing's, because when you want to wing back sell, right? So let's say you've identified an area where you can reject from on a higher time frame. On the lower time frames, you need to identify ranges, and then you want sort of certain time frames to close respecting. So you want the hour to close respecting, and then the 2 could be closing respecting this, and then the 15 could be closing respecting, and then you want to pop up to come down. But at the minute, everything's broke out. Everything's broke out to the upside, so we haven't filled the range. So that makes it difficult. Okay, I like this. 30. If the 30 can close back in, we may take the 30 down. But I'm not saying that's the actual move. As I've got, might need to tap previous support. Very tough ranges, guys. Very tough when it goes all-time highs. We're still going to try and grab some in mind. Okay, I would say that's a 15 there. It's 15. Probably looking at that. Where can we above it all? Good. Minute. So this here on the 15th, where we've closed like this, brand new data, we're literally guessing what price is going to do. 2 things what can stop us, right? Only 2 things. Fake outs, but there is things what we can put in place to sort of help us and stop us from getting in, and also new data being printed. So if you look at new data being printed, what I mean by that is the 15, I mean, it has closed here, but it literally comes up, taps, and then rejects. And all the rest, you push straight through. And if you look what we've done, we've actually broke above, and we've created a brand new range here. So we've actually created a brand new range. So we don't know what price is going to do now. We're going to have to watch it. All I know is on a higher time frame, there is a potential wing back sell from here. But was that the move we wanted? Was this that wing back sell? Or are we going to come back up to create another high? Now what's happening with the 15s is telling me that we're struggling to push any further. So we might need to break a low. This one broke a low. So why didn't we carry on? Why didn't this one carry on? Maybe that's not the direction we need to go. Maybe this is the direction we need to go. And this is actually the liquidity grab to come down. I'm not too sure. I don't think this is enough. Maybe. See, when you consolidate like this, all it's doing, it's making money in this gap here, above the highs. And then price comes up, grabs the liquidity to then go down. So I'm not confident that this is the move to come back down, but I could see a low being broke and then maybe come up to then come down. And if that's the case, we've just got to wait. We're going to have to be patient, because I'm not going off anything at the moment, because we've got nothing to go. All we've got is these ranges here on the 15. If you get a closure below, you don't tend to just absolutely plummet. We could maybe see a pullback, maybe this level. That could be where we're pulling back to. But again, I mean, when you've broke above here, you just tend to drive down. So I don't even know if these would work. I mean, you close respecting, then you pull back to this, close respecting. So you come through there. I don't even think we would have that. It's not ideal, guys. I won't lie.
Good morning, Pete.
Good morning, Dan. How you doing, geezer?
I slept in.
Did you see the NAS second trade? Mate.
The wing back.
Oh my god. It was beautiful. I can't believe you didn't keep it on. Do you think you're literally just going through a bit of bad luck at the minute? And it's questioning your decision making?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Because it's...
Yeah.
Right.
You'll go through them phases, like, you will. Like, it is normal, you know. It is normal. You've just got to keep looking at where's your account at now on that one?
It's like 3.5.
Okay, so that's not too bad. You know, I mean, you were 7, weren't you?
Yeah.
So it's be fucking hell, you're doing alright.
It's just 2. Hit 2 and then... Right, nope.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Okay. Gold, mate. Have you seen gold? Literally every candle is bullish. Even the 5s. We haven't even had structure on the 5. So I just can't touch it. I'm hoping news brings it down tonight. So we're just doing a top down on NAS. So our gold hit full TP. That was for a 10 to 1. That it was a 10 to 1. It was a low risk as well. Very low risk. And then NAS was a 6 to 1, I believe.
Just...
We get it, mate. All you need a decent win, and it'll put your confidence back up. That's it. Put our confidence back up. Don't worry, mate. So NAS, we broke out to the upside on the 1, okay, but it looks like we're getting a fake out. Now I'm not sure I would take the sells yet from here. I think if anything for me to take sells on, is maybe if I get an hour close below 26137, we could maybe take the sells off the hour down to 26087. So the only times where the hours have come through is you come straight through here, that's all time highs, you back down 1 hour close, this one's more like these two here, so after you've broke above and then you come below. So it is technically it's a clean traffic range on the 1 hours. Every time you get a 1 hour close below there, you tend to push through. Okay, so that's something we could look at. Other than that, I've got a potential wing back sell from 26229 down. But probability wise, it's a bit like yesterday's gold. It's like the weekly hasn't closed yet, so the weekly can pull back at any point, close respecting. Okay, there's nothing stopping this weekly pulling back. I mean, look at this weekly. This weekly was up there and then pulled back, closed. So this week, and it's only Wednesday, so there's enough time for 3 daily candles to get back below there, in my opinion. So, but this could be coming up just to break the highs, okay? And then we've got to work out, okay, is the weekly got enough liquidity to do it? Well, it did break a low, but it only broke this low here. So how much liquidity was below here, I don't know. Is this enough to now break out to the upside to come up? Or is the weekly going to close respecting again? And we're going to come back down. We'll see. But I'll tell you what, if we're correct in this wing back sell, we could really be in the money, because you're looking at all week. So let's say you took the wing back sell and we were right. Stocks would be dead tight. You're looking at least back down to 4-1. That's just shy of a 7 to 1. Yeah, back down if the weekly's going to do that. But we know the daily might only pull back to 260 or 86 and then come back up to create a high. So yeah, it's difficult, guys. It was nearly at the win back. So I think we're gonna have to wait here. We're gonna have to wait for more candles. See how the hourly closes in 38 minutes. Okay. So yeah, we'll see how the hourly closes. See if we can flip on the hourly to come up higher, and then we'll look at potentially sells around here. It's not on yet because I want to watch the lower time frames and how they react. But around here, potentially wing back sell. Okay, that's what we're looking at. But we're gonna have to wait. So we're gonna do a top down on EU, but I think EU, I believe we're waiting for a weekly candle. So let's do a top down on EU. So we know the monthly is very, very
Can you
bullish.
share your screen, Pete?
Oh yes, sorry mate.
That's alright, bro.
My internet's been good, hasn't it, since?
It has.
Oh, bloody.
Wait, my signal booster shit. It didn't work.
I mean, can you get a hard wiring or Ethernet cable? That's what I've done.
I don't have one long enough. I know I can buy one, but
Yeah.
just about wiring it in, I can't be good.
Yeah. Well, like if I go on the PS5, I'll literally roll out my cable and plug it in,
Yeah.
just so I don't crash, because it just pisses me off more. Okay, guys. So monthly. So the monthly range we're in at the moment, we haven't actually broke out on the monthly. Right? We've still got 3 days left of the monthly. So is the monthly going to break out? What have we got? The monthly didn't close above this level. So at any point this monthly can pull back down. I'm not sure what it's going to do. I can't really see it doing that. The next monthly range, you've got a minor range here. Actually, it's a bit more of a stronger range. Actually, it's a really strong range. So you've got this level now, which it's filled the range. So we probably need to see where this monthly is going to land, right? But saying that, if we look left, even if it closes respected, I mean, look at this monthly. Close respected, but after a pullback. So if we close respected, I'd be very interested in sells back down. But you're only looking at sells down to these levels, and this would be a break, a retest, and then obviously to go and break the highs again. But this would tell you that if you close respected on the monthly here, it could be then bearish for the next 2 months. Okay, so you're more bearish. Okay, this brew is fantastic. So yeah, the monthly can do anything still. Then we've got the weekly close. Now the weekly closed, broke out. We didn't get a bottom wick, tap and previous spot, and we had a gap which just threw us off. And it's pushed already. So there's nothing we can really do on the weekly. The only thing we can do is look and go, okay, where can the weekly be going now? So the next range on the weekly, I would say probably there, which we haven't broke yet. But that is your range on the weekly. There's an area where you can reject from here. There's a wick to that area. You've got wicks to that area. Could we see a rejection from these levels? Have a look at that. So we could reject from here. It's the weekly. The weekly's at that level now, is it? Oh, look at that. Okay. Okay, we probably missed that move now, but that would have been really nice on the weekly. Would have took that wing back. I would have took, because the weekly's still in this lower range. So I think I would have took that. I believe I didn't see that. That's gone. I don't think we've looked at EU this week though, have we, that much?
Not really, no.
They're gone now, them guys. So the weekly could pull back at any point. Daily, you've got daily tap there, and you've got dailies here. So if we mark the dailies up, Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
2 sec.
Yeah, no worries, mate. We've got a page. What's the daily doing? Oh, a weekly would have been nice. What can this daily do now? The thing is with this daily now, right? We broke above. We broke above. Then we get a bearish close. Then we come back up. Every time we break above the daily there, where did we push to? That's what we've got to ask. It's awful. I mean, look at this. These dailies are awful. Look at that. Why does it look like that? I don't think I can do anything, guys, on EU. Sort of missed our wing back area now. And if it comes back up, I'm not sure with then. Where does the weekly close? So the weekly can close up here, but the weekly can also tap and then flip. Because this daily, guys, it looks like it can do this and just print here. So if we are gonna print here, we're probably just gonna consolidate today, and then the next day is gonna come up and then come down. Go down a lower time frame, see what we've got. 2 hour. About to close. I don't like any of it. Don't like any. Awful day today. Not on the charts tomorrow either, guys. I don't think there's anything I can do here. No, I can do on the EU. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, right? I'm on till 10 or quarter to 10, 9:30, so got another hour. We could look at gold's just pumping and pumping and pumping. We can look to see if we can get some scalps in on gold on NAS. NAS is probably better for the scalps, I think. At least we've got something on NAS, where gold, even coming down to the 5 minute, we've just got nothing. Fives broke out. Got a little minor range now. Can we get a bottom wick? A 5. Just the issue you've got, right? Let's say you go for a little scalp, right? This 5 broke out now. This 5 then gives you a bottom wick. Yeah, you then get a buy stop above that 5, expecting this 5 to flip. Where's your target? Where is your target? When are you taking partials? When are you? I mean, you could just go, okay, well, I'm just want a 1-to-1 on the 5 for a flip to come up. Yeah, you could do that. I think if, let me see when the 5's up in this. So the 5 closed heavily bullish. We're gonna come back down. think if anything, guys, we're probably looking at NAS. I think if we look at NAS, we're going to try and get a little bit of a scalp on NAS. NAS is dangerous though, because the 4's got a gap, right? The 4's got no bottom wick, so it means the 4 can flip at any point. Like, we did have a wing back area, which we don't know if this is the one tapped. Then we had the 3 close. I know I don't really like the 3, but the 3. So the 3's clean traffic range up to here. That's the 3 zone there, right? That's the 3 zone. So technically, this 3 should still be pushing and then closing respecting this level. Okay, you clean traffic up. There's no reason to reject here and close bearish on the 3, technically, unless it comes to the fact of one thing what can catch us out: new data getting printed. Okay, so it is allowed to do it, but that's new data getting printed. And unfortunately, we're not wizards. We can't know when new data is getting printed. Well, actually, I did yesterday with gold. Because people were like, why did you get in on that? I was like, weirdly, it wasn't even a setup, it was more just experience. I just know gold does that a lot to catch you out. Create new data and then just dropped. So yeah, so basically we can still keep pushing on the 3. Okay, we know the 4 can flip though, so the 4 can flip. The 4 closed there. We've got no bottom wick and there's a gap to fill. And the 4 zone is that. Yeah, that's the support level, resistance level on the 4. I mean, it didn't actually fill it, so you don't know if this gap's broke above. The 3 looks like it needs to come and fill this. Then the 2, what's the 2 done in this zone? So the 2's the same. The 2 zone, you just there, 2 close and then you push. So I think what I would do is probably wait for price to get up to here, and if the 3 and 2 closes respecting here, that's what tends to happen. 3 and 2 close respecting, then break the highs, sell stop underneath, or you could just mark execute here, because the only data you've got to go off is this, unfortunately. And when you close respecting this, you drop. Okay, you drop actually all the way down to here. So I don't know whether I would get a wing back sell on and just leave it. I think I would like to see where the 2 and the 1 closes around here. But that would take us to 10 o'clock. So we'd probably know by 10 if we're going to have a trade on NAS. Unless something pops out. You know, something can just pop out for me, you know. So we know the hour can close respecting. And then the next hour break out to then drop. So we know that. We've got to remember that. So if the 2 closes here respecting, and it so happens to be the hour, and then the next hour breaks out, you're thinking, shit, you know, we're wrong. But actually, we know now, looking at previous data, that the 1 can do it, so we shouldn't be panicking. Our heart shouldn't be pumping. Okay, we should be nice and calm, especially if there's no bottom wick. You would probably think you need a bottom wick at least. So even if the 1 closes respecting here, I think we're probably going to have to wait for the 2. Where there though, because that must have been the 2. Yeah. So we need to wait for the 2 or the 3 to close respecting 26214. If it closes above, not for me. If it closes respecting, then yes, we can take it. Okay, but could we not look for buys up to that area from zones here, flips? Could we not take these buys up? Yeah, we probably could. But the way it's printing, we're gonna have to look down the lower time frames. So there is another minor range here. Let me just see what this is. Okay, so the 1 hour closed above that. So when the 1 hour closes above that, how much of a bottom wick? See, you just drive straight through. So you've never really closed above this and then carried on or had much of a bottom wick. So that really just now. Gotta go down the time frame. $30. Again, you just pump up, don't it? The only pullback area you might come to is this. This is the only area you might come back to. You can also, so that's a 30 minute, that's a 30 being to tap this. So the 30 is not being to tap this. So, do we need to pull back to this level? And if so, we've had a 30-minute fake out, created structure, then we've had a fake out, then we've had a top wick. If this 30 is to flip now, could we see us coming down to take this gap and then to come up potentially? So we could potentially look at 30 flip. There's 22 minutes left, so more than enough time for this 30 to flip. So I think we had, I just don't like 15s. That's not a convincing 15 for me. Why didn't this carry on? We probably need a wick bill at least. So if we get maybe a 5-minute bearish close here like this, right? And I get a top wick, might have a sell stop underneath the 5, but I need a 5 close back below this, because there's a potential sell stop underneath the 30. We had a bearish close, and then if this is going to flip now, it's probably going to flip pretty hard to come and tap previous support. The 15, 2 candles closed bearish, but I just don't like how you didn't really confidently break out. But if this does flip, then you're breaking out, aren't you? So yeah, instead of just getting a sell stop underneath, we could maybe wait for a 5 close back below this level and then a top wick to then take that. This area, it's a bit now what happens if the 15 closes back above here, you ask? Yeah, it's just creating liquidity either side. It's a bit dangerous. It's a bit dangerous. I would probably want to see how the hour's going to close, but this hour could easily flip and push up. And if it's going to flip and push up, it's going to have to do it on this 30 minute. So this 30 would have to then drive. And there's 19 minutes left of it. So that means the 15 has to close bullish and the next 15 might open up and just push. That's what could happen as well. Maybe this was the liquidity we needed. So would we take the buy on the 15 if the 15 closes like this? If the 15 closes like this, could we get a bottom wick and then a buy stop above? Or do we put a buy stop above the high, expecting the 15 to open up and push? Potentially, but also the 30 is bearish. So you've got contradiction. I'm just thinking out loud here, you guys, right? I know it's annoying sometimes.
We love it.
But if this 5 can close like this, we might have a sell stop underneath the 30. Bit of 15 flip. Well, that just, it stops it difficult. I think I'd rather take the 5. Okay, I'm gonna have a sell stop, right? I'm a sell stop. My stop loss will be the high here. I'm only gonna risk $100. 16 for 40, so it's not too bad. And we might not get activated though, right? Get activated. It's a 2.5 to 1 at least, but you're probably going to come and fill this gap. 15's going to, but the 15 has to flip. If the 15 doesn't flip, then I'm not in. I'm more into buys. But if it does, in 3 minutes, I can't really see it flip in 3 minutes. It's not going to flip in 3 minutes. Sorry, where I put on. So if the 15 closes bullish and I get a bottom wick to the body, I'm going to have a buy stop above the 15. But I know that the 30 can still flip to the downside. So you could just go off the 30. But I've currently got a 15 sell stop underneath. Yeah. But if this 15 stays bullish, we are out and we're straight into looking for buys. These are scalps, guys. Low probability, right? That's why I'm low risk. I'm only risking $100. Why is that?
Saying, I like your work or whatever that is, and I would visualize.
If the 15 close like this, I get a bottom wick. I need a bottom wick though. This is the thing. I might open up and just drive up. 2, 6, 2, 2, 7.
For acting services rendered, and I gave myself
2, 6, 2, 6, 3.
or 3 years, and I dated it Thanksgiving 1995. Just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out that I was going to make $10 million.
Choose your fighter. Lightning inspired. Fight.
30 seconds. Not gonna happen this here. Something with a 30 though, because the 30 can still flip. I need a bottom wick in order to take this. Let me just check this zone here. Don't even mind the zone. There's a 30 would be staying below. 15, 5. Oh. Yeah, it's not for me, that guy. I'm deleting the sell stop. Delete the sell stop. If I can get a steep bottom wick here, that's it, steep, breaking the lows. Right, I'm gonna have a buy stop above. Okay, stops are gonna be tight. If this 15 can easily drive down, right? It can drive down because the 30 would be flipping. Because the 15 closed bullish, I'm not into it, and we've got to be overly cautious. But I have got a buy stop above, and my stops for this. Oh, have we just had a nest player? Oh god, it's so you don't mind if it's flying down. You don't mind, right? It's worse. What would you be more angry with? Getting in and you're not fully confident with it, getting in and it hits stops, or not getting in because you're a bit overly cautious, but then it flies down and would have hit TP. It would be the first one you're more angry, wouldn't you? So yeah, this can flip to the upside at any point, but the 30 can drive down as well. But if it does flip, this is great because it's getting all the liquidity. My stops on this need to be tight. Could have stops like that. You wouldn't even do that. If the 5's gonna flip, yeah, I would have my stops there, guys. The 5, more off the 5. I'll be literally $100 risk. Watch. If this does flip, that's what it is. That's what we're going on. 26192, 262. Yeah, okay. So that's what I've got. But this 15 has to flip. This is it. It's got to flip. I'm not sure whether we've got a nest play there. Okay, but that didn't look like it broke out for me. Not even on my MT5. It doesn't look like it's broke out. We just look like we've closed bullish, and then we've closed bullish again. Sorry, we closed doji, and then we've closed bullish. So yeah, this could be the 30. This 30, the 30. I mean, this happens a lot. You create a little structure, 30 fake out, then you pop. So it's a case of, is the 30 going to flip? And if it is going to flip, is that because the 1 needs to flip back up, the 2 needs to flip back up, and the 3 needs to flip and come and fill the range, which it hasn't done. And there's only an hour and 11 minutes left of the 3. So that means, same for the 2. That means there's only one more hourly candle, and for the 3 to flip, looks like this hour's going to close bearish, but hopefully it doesn't. But if the 3's going to flip, the next hour would have to look like that. I'm just not sure. I think this one has to flip. If it doesn't, this is probably void. We need to wait for more candles. So yeah, let's see if the 15 can flip a Rooney. Flip a Rooney. I'm happy to risk $100 on this, guys. Right. This would be, we'll take partial move to break even. As soon as we break this high. The only other thing I've got is like this wing back sell area here. We could reject, but I'm not sure I would just get a sell limit on. I think I'd want to watch price and see what it does here. See what ranges it creates here, and then a nice pop up to come down. The only way I would get in on that is if the 2 closes respecting this. If the 2 and the 3 close respecting this, then yeah, I'm all over it. Oh, look at this. That would have been a nice trade, Dan, wouldn't it?
It would have.
The thing is, when you close bullish on that 15, and if this 15 sort of closed back in and confirmed that this is respecting, this is a bit all over. I don't know where the range is. So if the 15 did close back in, you know what happens with the next 15. You come down, maybe break the low, which would have activated us, and then flip to come up.
Yeah.
Now that you had liquidity from the downside, you broke the lows, so that could have easily happened. Okay, it could have easily happened. So you might be thinking, oh my god, I should have just kept it on. The time you keep that on in the future, when you remember this, is the time that what I said could happen happens.
Tugs you in and then just,
yeah, we've seen it all before. We've seen it all before. But all we've got to go off is, you know what, we were right in our analysis. Now, with that huge drop, if this doesn't flip, we'll delete, because the next candle could easily come up, take the top wick and then flip. But what we could do is, if the 15 closes back into that range,
a better entry.
then we could maybe get in bottom wick, come up, because then that would be an official fake out back in. There's no reason for the 15 to close like that unless it's coming to break these highs. At least there's no reason to fake out like that, other than like you now need to come and break the highs. So that would be a more higher probable trade, basically. So we've still got 8 minutes left, you know. And that would have been a fucking sexy trade. That would have been a 2-to-1 straight away, I think. 2.5 to 1. We got. Not today, Shalom. Maybe another day, mate. Maybe another day. Why? I'm gonna drive to Kiel today, Dan.
The Kiel.
Kiel University. Football match.
Where's that?
2 hours and 40 minutes away.
Ooh.
I don't mind. Gets me out. I like a bit of driving now and again. Some good podcasts on and that. Watch a movie, you know.
You know, the things you do. Got a lovely new screen for the front window.
Yeah. What, and you are?
No, I'm saying for you in the car.
Oh, right, yeah.
How he makes it like a cinema.
Yeah.
For long drives.
Well, Teslas and that do that, don't they? They've got a big screen. And like you watch a movie in that. Yeah, I'm not in the cars at all, mate. I don't give a shit. Don't give a shit about because it bore me. I do not get having like a Lamborghini and like. So that really, I don't get it. I don't get it. I think I've always thought different. Even in school, I never got it. Like Lamborghini, I mean, they're not they're nightmare to get in and out of, right? Nightmare to get in and out of. You can only do 70 miles per hour anyway on the roads, right? You can't get any fucking bags in them. You can't get a washing machine in the back. What if you need to move a washing machine?
Yeah.
But they're just not practical. Like it's just not for me. Not for me. Give me a nice camper van. Nice camper van. I think people who get them, they're either really into cars, but honestly, I think people who've got a Lamborghini and that, right? I honestly believe 80 to 90% of them people are not really into cars. Like, I mean really into cars. They've just got it for image. That's it. That's it. The rest are really into cars and really like cars. Give me a Vauxhall Nova any day.
Yeah.
Remember a Vauxhall Nova?
I do.
Class little cars. I'll tell you what I would have. I'd have a little mini. Put up having a little mini, like a little go-kart.
Yeah. Cosworth.
Yeah. Little red Corvette. Ooh. Could take you out on a date, Dan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'd put my dress on and let me hair down and
That'd be
everything.
lovely. Be lovely.
Well,
Yeah, awful ranges. 5 claws. The last 5 of the 15. How are we going to get a fake on this 15? I can actually see that happening, you know. I can actually see that. If we're going to get that, this is the last 5 of the 15. Bottom way, flip, pull back. Little red Corvette. What a tune that is, though. Baby, you're much too fast. Yeah, it's not going to happen, this is it. This flag could easily flip. The hours closing bearish. Why are you doing that? Why do you do this to me? See, the hours never closed above here, then closed respecting this. The next hour range is maybe that. You get an hour close below that, you could potentially be pushing down to these levels. So could we take the hour? I'm just not sure I would take the hour. If I got a decent pullback, maybe, but stops are too big for me. You're only looking to target this. We've never like closed bearish from this level and not come down again. We've never closed bearish and then sort of pumped bullish. What I see. You've always had two bearish 1 hour candles, two, and then you start coming back up. Oh, that would have been nice, that 30 minutes. Guys, I'm deleting this, not happening this. Not happening. Now if the 15, I can't see it happening now because you're bearish on the 1. But if the 15 does, I believe this is probably our new range now. If we can get a fake out back in with the next 15, I'll take that 15. Can't do anything else really. There's a potential wing back buy here, but if the way the 1 hour's closing, you should be coming through to this level. I think I'll probably just be on for the next 15, because if the 2's going to be closing within the next hour, right? If the 2's going to close respecting this, right? I would imagine you've had a fake out now. Sorry, the 15 would initiate it. You go 1, 2, 3, maybe doji, 4, and there's the 1 hour candle left, and that's the 2 closing respecting. Okay, but if the 15 doesn't fake out here, have we got enough 15s left to close back up? So for example, what I'm trying to say is if this 15 doesn't fake out and this 15 ends up, I don't know, bearish, is there then enough 15? There's only 3 left. Is there enough 15? Because you won't, I don't think you get a big one like that. You might get bullish. Is there enough 15s to get up to there? Well, potentially. And then that'd be the 2 closing respecting and the 3 closing respecting, because the 3's clean traffic up. So I think getting a 15-minute close above here, I think I would take that, and stops would be tight. If you've got a 15 close, what you do is you come down the lower time frames and you just look at a bottom wick on a 5, and then you take the stops of the 5, or the stops could just be back below this, because if you fake out, what you don't tend to do, right, when you get a fake out straight after a fake out, you don't tend to then get a steep bottom wick and then a flip, because it's a fake out and wants to catch people out, closes back in, and then the next one normally just opens up and just goes with not much of a bottom wick. So stops can be tight. So fingers crossed. Let's see if this 15 can close back in. If it doesn't, then probably gonna call it a day. There's just no point. We need more data, to be honest, and also we need price to come back down. These all-time highs are awful. Awful. So let us see what's XRP doing. I need XRP, believe it or not, to drop. I want it to drop further so I can stack up. I've got money set aside. As soon as we hit 1.27 in. Billy Big Bollocks in. Platinum. And sorry, got oil. We're waiting for a monthly close on oil. If we can get that monthly close on oil, bottom wick, I'm looking at a wing back buy from here to come up to at least our trend line. But I'm thinking maybe this could be the breakout area. Big test to then start pushing bullish. That's what I'm looking at. Come on the 15s. Get up there. Get up there. It'd be interesting if this weekly closes respecting though. We sort of want the weekly to close respecting back below this level. Oh, look at the 4 now. No bottom wicks at all.
Yeah, the sell was a good idea.
Yeah, it was. 15 threw me off though, mate. And we haven't got any higher time frame. We've literally got no. We've got nothing else apart from the 15s, really. Which is a pain. It's a pain. I just want to see if I can get this 15 close back above. I would take this 15. 15 comes back above here. I'll be in it. We shall be in it. What's the match tonight, Dan?
I'm gonna try to, yeah.
What do you mean?
Be a tough one.
Yeah. Would be tough. And confidence is shot, isn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah. It's just too many injuries and we're not firing like we should be.
I'm just shocked we haven't bloody bought anyone. Like, it does my head in. Why are we not buying anyone?
Well, it means we can't compete.
Yeah.
Really. So,
I hate this where they go, yeah, we wait to... Everybody waits to summer. Why?
yeah.
Why do they wait to summer? Fucking get them in now.
This is it. Not everybody waits until summer. I mean, look at City.
Yeah.
City have strengthened massively.
Well, they do it every transfer. They've just got the money,
Yeah.
haven't they?
So,
Got the moolah.
Moolah.
Oh, come on, 15. Give us hope. Give us hope. Yeah, we know the hour tends to have 2 bearish candles before coming back up, and then it doesn't mean you pop back up either. It just means that 2 bearish candles, then you just get a small bullish, bullish, bearish, bullish. You just messes about. bullish. Yeah. So unless this 15 pops up, I'm probably going to be done, Dan.
Yeah.
I want to stay on with you, mate. I do. I really do. I want to talk to you. I love having conversations about politics, women, you know, football. We put the world to rights, don't we?
We does. We does.
We does. We does. We does.
Mm.
Well, stats, guys. If you're watching, if anybody's watching, I don't know. It's sort of stopped showing how many views are on. Okay, stats so far. We're actually up over 2k this month, believe it or not. Believe it or not, yesterday was a lovely day for me. So I took 380 from that, 360 from that NAS one. That's after my $100 loss one. Down. I took 280 overall with gold. So yeah, that's put us over the 2k mark. It's been, and this, that NAS one, mate, I put on my live account. Wow, like my personal one.
Yeah.
Lovely. So yeah, so stats so far on stream: September 1%, October over 3%, November 0.5%, December just shy of 4%, January we are over 4% for January, which is fantastic. Fantastico. Baby, you're much too fast. Let's go back. While we wait, I'll be back in a minute, Dan.
Les.
Really take
God, for a reason.
It's icy up here this morning.
Was it?
Oh, great.
Was that? Is that 100? Oh, it could be 100. Oh, look at that there. Path reject. See what this 15 does. Okay, I'll wait for the next 15. Wait for the next 15. Bloody lost there. Slip on the bill. Baby, I'm much too fast. This next 15 can pop up. Alright, last 15. If the 15 doesn't close back above, then I'm done. This would be a 30 close and bullish. I can't see it happening though. I just can't. Can we see it happening? I just can't, Dan. I can't.
Can I?
I don't make the rules up. I'd be very careful today though, Dan, if you're trading. 'Cause
Yeah.
at the moment, mate, there's just nothing. Like,
Funka this afternoon as well, isn't it?
there's what?
Is it Funka? Funka news.
Yeah, I think we need that news today to really move price away from these zones. Either drop or, you know, just do something.
Yeah.
Ideally drop. At the moment, I can't really do bloody anything. Let's have a look at that a minute. We haven't even had a 15 close yet. We said price could literally. We said price could come back to this, didn't we? We did say that,
No.
but we just don't know if we're going to reject from there or push up. I'm not sure we're going to sort of. So you don't tend to tap and then drive up. You tend to tap, mess about, come back down again, tap, and then. I don't bearish. Baby, we're much too fast. Little red Corvette. It's gonna last. We've got to ask the question: can this daily, basically, is this daily going to push further before flipping? That's it. That's what we're trying to work out. The daily's going to push further before flipping. And it might not, to be honest, the daily might not flip. I'm not expecting to flip the daily actually. I'm expecting the daily to close respecting. And if it closes respecting, you still can come up and break the highs. And then that's the one what flips down. So today, if we get a daily close respecting tonight, and then tomorrow we wake up and we're bullish, I would be looking at another sell around here for the daily to flip to come back down to these levels. Yeah. Naughty. Yeah, we miss some. We miss them all the time. It's just, it is what it is. Ugh. this, Dan?
Nah.
I can't see the 15 flipping. It's 2 5-minute candles left for it. That means this 5 would have to. Doesn't look like it's gonna. This 5 would have to do that. And the next 5 would have to do that.
Mm.
Close respect of mine. It's 30 seconds. 30, 15 would have broke out at that point. It's a bloody 3. Yeah, guys, it's not for me. Not for me. Right, I'm gonna call it down. I've got to go 10 to 10 anyway, so there's just no point. Yeah, the only thing we had really was that 30-minute, but I wasn't happy with the 30, the 15. I mean,
Yeah.
it just wasn't. Yes, the 30 could flip to the downside, but the way the 15 closed, you could have easily been activated and took to the upside. So
Yeah.
I wasn't very happy with it. So yeah, mate, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'm not on tomorrow, but I am on Friday.
Yeah.
And Friday's gonna be the one, Dan. Friday's gonna be the one. Big 2% for you.
Woof.
Big 2% for you, geezer. So yeah.
I'll take more. I'm
Take one.
not trading today.
Yeah, I'd
Don't want to
probably
be
just.
greedy.
I think we need news to push it away from this area.
Yeah.
The only way I'd trade today, right, is if that 2 closes respecting this, then yeah. But I'm not sure that 2 is going to happen today. I can see the daily coming back to here, close respecting, and then tomorrow you come up 2 close and then flip. That's what I can see happening.
Yeah.
So as long as we can get the 2, I'm going to set an alert actually. An alert. If the 2 closes respecting, we'll put this on ourselves. So I'll set an alert, see if that's what happens. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm going to shoot off. If you watch on TikTok, head over to YouTube. You can see the charts on trading and the money we're making. Subscribe to the channel. You can win an instant funded account. Thanks for joining me. Catch you later, TikTok. See you on Friday, 8 o'clock, London session. Toodaloo. On YouTube, thanks for joining, guys. Much appreciated. No trade today, unfortunately. I'll be back on Friday. Catch you later.
No.